Well, the steel market is the backbone commodity for all the construction, the infrastructure, the households, and for day-to-day appliances. Now, we realize that with the COVID, which has really dislocated the economic different sectors, including all the construction, the automobiles, the households, the consumer confidence, it has really put a lot of drop on the consumer confidence indicator. And it has also, by realizing the oversupply of the construction, which was on the overspill of the 2008 construction boom, which was also in the aftermath of 2009, the meltdown of the entire financial sector. It has basically shown up after 10 years of supply. Ironically, a lot of those developers could not really meet their deadlines. They had completed some of their projects 10 years later, believe it or not. So with that kind of oversupply, together with the COVID-19 pandemic lockdown, it was really a quite paralyzing the economic activities altogether. Nonetheless, and that is strangely happening due to certain fundamentals and supply and demand, with the valley rupture accident that has thrown off hundreds of millions of supplies of iron ore, which has created a huge vacuum in the supplies to the major Chinese importer, which China imports and exports almost half the world's consumption on their own scale. Now, what that has given about the steel prices we haven't seen in 12 years. And the impact of the steel prices have gone up almost 70% from the beginning of 2020 until the last quarter. Now, that has definitely been a little bit of, if you like, I can say it has balanced out the complete paralysis of the economic situation due to the slowdown in the activities and slow demand, but that overall demand from the Chinese has put the prices in skyrocketing phenomenal prices, which has benefited all the steel mills. And I can say this is the only factor that kept their head above the water, because all had worked on a barely 40 to 50% capacity, which has put them in a lot of losses in their bottom lines. But overall, the activity has been here supported by certain regulations of the UAE in banning the export of the steel scrap during the lockdown and during the pandemic, to basically try to protect the local industries and the local available mills out here like Emirates Steel and Al Ghurair Steel and others.